from being a successful rapper to making some huge amount of bank on OnlyFans. Big things seem to be happening for Iggy Azalea, and from the looks of it, the latter has been a really good move for her career. But how's that even possible? Let's take a look at how Iggy's managed to make so much money since starting OnlyFans. Now, before we get into what she had to say, let's talk about what led the rapper to this subscription-only website. So if you recently released her project titled Hotter Than Hell, which promises access to exclusive and uncensored photographs. Well, it's not exactly only photographs, but also includes videos, illustrations, poetry, and of course, music. Now this, as you might know, is the first creative project she's done in a year and a half. And from the looks of it, this was a really good decision. Why am I saying that? Well, she's earning a good amount of money from there. And as much as I would love to tell you the exact figure, it's actually a closely guarded secret. I guess the reason why this is the case is that the money she's earning is too much. In her own words, I'm making so much money that I won't even say how much it is. Okay, this is making me all the more curious. And I'm sure it's the same for all of you. Here's a little something for you. Iggy's net worth is $15 million. So you can make an estimate for yourself as to what she means by so much money.
Send me money for that. I kind of like it. I'm not going to lie. I've gotten a bit into that. I like it more than I thought I would.
This little insight about her earnings has led to more questions than answers, and I'm gonna lay down some facts hoping that they would resolve at least some of them. So here's some information about the project. Now, Iggy Azalea is currently collaborating with OnlyFans because of her recent project, which I mentioned before. This basically also includes her fourth album, which will be released this summer in 2023. So I guess, in a way, this is all working towards promoting her music. The subscription to the rapper's OnlyFans cost about $25 per month, and from what we know, the project will be wrapping up in December 2023.
Iggy is not afraid to go scorched earth on Twitter or get hotter than hell on OnlyFans, so tonight she's gonna burn.
It is set to go with a bang, which in this case is the release of her coffee table book. That is, of course, gonna be sold separately. Now, I bet a lot of you are wondering what made her join that platform. After all, she was persistent that she wouldn't. That's right, for 2 years she told everyone that she wouldn't ever be joining OnlyFans. But it seems like she had a change of heart recently. She released a statement where she mentioned that OnlyFans basically allowed her to bypass the overwhelming and creatively limiting censorship. Of course, she was pretty skeptical about all of it in the beginning. She mentioned how she could never have imagined collaborating with OnlyFans for her biggest project to date. But as it turns out, this platform doesn't suppress her creativity. Of course, to get where she is, she had to overcome a lot of bias against the platform. Iggy spoke about this and stated that the perception of OnlyFans has been terrible for quite some time. In her own words, she looked beyond the surface level chatter about what it means to have an OnlyFans. I guess it was then she realized that it was the perfect platform to launch a multimedia concept on. And now that she doesn't have any censorship to worry about, she's feeling excited about the prospects of this project. Now, this is something we can all get behind. From the looks of it, Iggy is really happy with the way things are going with the project. According to her, it's a really bold and fun undertaking, which is basically what she thinks about the collaboration as well. The Aussie rapper thinks that she's going to be able to surprise a lot of people. Now, this is expected from Iggy. Don't you think? We're pretty much used to her blowing our minds. Hotter Than Hell has been described as unapologetically hot, with a full dose of creative, colorful, tongue-in-cheek fun. The rapper is planning to collaborate with major photographers and producers. And as for inspiration, they're going to go for the style of supermodels of the 90s. Apart from this, they're going to explore sexuality, the conception of the centerfold model, and the basic difference between the views of men and women. Oh, and they're also going to be inclining towards the style of Pamela Anderson and, of course, Madonna's sex book. Now, all of this sounds quite the handful, but that's not even the most interesting part. Did you know Iggy has joined a large group of celebrities who have accounts on the social media platform? This includes the likes of Cardi B, Bella Thorne, Black China, Bad Baby, Carmen Electra, and of course, Denise Richards. At the moment, it's considered to be the one of X-rated content from adult performers. But it's also important to mention that there are a lot of non-porn content creators present on the platform as well. In the year 2021, the platform managed to generate $4.8 billion in revenue. And get this, the creators were able to keep $3.86 billion of this amount. So yeah, it definitely sounds like a promising source of income. And Iggy seems to have reached this conclusion herself, since her making an OnlyFans account basically goes against her earlier statement. In 2021, she took to Twitter and said, "I think OnlyFans can be really empowering for people, but I will never, ever join." She also mentioned that the sort of content which was present on the platform wasn't really her type, and that it only managed to mess up the people. But I guess now the pros outweigh the cons. And that's especially true in the Aussie's case, since she joined the platform almost 2 months ago. I don't know about you, but I think it's really nice to see her being herself and making money off of it. Speaking of benefits, Iggy had a lot to say about the money she's making from the platform. And just so you know, not all of it is rainbows and sunshine. In a recent appearance on Emily Ratajkowski's podcast, High Low, she revealed the money she made before OnlyFans. She said that she had made a lot of people so much money off her body.
I made a lot of people so much money off my body, and I got the smallest cut off my own body.
The sad thing about this is the fact that while seemingly she raked in profits, her share was basically the smallest cut. Now that sounds really unfair, because after all, it is her body. And here's something else. Most of the work was based on her ideas, and despite that, she got the smallest cut. Well, let's just hope that her earnings from OnlyFans are able to compensate for that. She concluded her remarks by saying, "I don't think I have to say sorry about the fact that I want to commodify my own shit." Now, that sounds about right. And from the looks of it, Iggy has settled in really well.
And my own work and my own ideas. And I don't think I have to say sorry about the fact that I want to commodify my own shit.
Of course, she was worried at the start, but it only took her 2 days to stop worrying about it. She even opened up about how she stopped making music. Don't worry, it was only temporary. She was basically looking for a way to keep things interesting, and now it seems like she's finally found that secret ingredient. The reactions to her career shift were mixed in the beginning. People assumed that she was doing badly in life, but the rapper has clarified that that's not the case at all. In fact, she's doing this out of her own will. You go, girl. With that being said, it's a wrap on Iggy Azalea's career shift.
Okay, well, that's it for me.
I started from the bottom and now I'm rich. I got in my